Let me take you back for a moment to a time when I thought life was happening to me. Not for me. It wasn't until I embraced three simple rules that everything changed. These rules didn't just help me survive, they helped me thrive. Dreams don't work unless you do. That phrase, simple as it may sound, holds the key to unlocking the potential we all have within us. A skyscraper towering over the skyline doesn't materialize overnight. It starts with one brick, one foundational step laid down with care, precision, and intent. Just like that skyscraper, every dream you've ever had requires a similar process. The challenge, however, is that too often we wait. We wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect alignment of circumstances, and in waiting, we miss the chance to begin. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow? That tomorrow becomes next week, next month, next year, and before you know it, the dream remains just that, a dream, unfulfilled and untouched. The truth is, there is no perfect moment. The stars won't align, the path won't clear itself, and the resources won't just fall into your lap. What you have is today, right now. And the moment you decide to take that first step, no matter how small, you begin to give life to the dream. Starting small isn't a sign of weakness, it's a demonstration of faith. Every great accomplishment began as something small. The tallest buildings were once just blueprints, the grandest achievements started as ideas in someone's mind. But those ideas needed action to bring them to life. Laying the first brick might not seem significant in the moment, but it sets the foundation for what comes next. That first step builds momentum, and momentum creates progress. Progress, over time, transforms into success. Hard work is the secret ingredient. Dreams are beautiful, but they're not self-fulfilling. They require effort, commitment, and a willingness to endure challenges. There will be days when the vision seems distant, when the obstacles feel insurmountable, and when giving up seems easier than pushing forward. But those are the moments that define your journey. Dreams don't fade because they're impossible, they fade because the work required feels too heavy. And yet, every time you push through, every time you put in the effort, you move closer to the life you envisioned. It's also important to remember that your dream isn't a straight path. There will be detours, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But none of that matters if you keep building one step at a time. The person who lays one brick a day will eventually complete the skyscraper, while the person waiting for the perfect day to begin is left standing on an empty lot. So don't wait. Don't let fear, uncertainty, or the pursuit of perfection hold you back. Take action today, no matter how small. Lay that first brick. Write that first sentence. Make that first call. Because once you start, something remarkable happens. You realize that what seemed impossible was within reach all along. Dreams are meant to inspire, but they're also meant to be achieved. And achieving them starts with one simple choice: to move now. Success isn't handed out like candy at a parade. It's not a random prize that lands in your lap because you showed up. It's earned, and earning it requires sweat, grit, and an unshakable persistence. People often admire the achievements of others and think they got lucky. But luck is rarely the defining factor. The harder you work, the luckier you seem to get. And that's because effort creates opportunities that others don't see. Hard work is the cornerstone of any meaningful accomplishment. It's easy to see someone at the top and think they were always there. What's not easy to see is the effort they put in behind the scenes, the long hours, the sacrifices, the failures they endured, and the lessons they learned along the way. Success is built piece by piece over time. It's forged in the small, consistent actions that add up to something extraordinary. Each choice to put in the effort when it would be easier not to, each step taken when resting feels more tempting, is a brick in the foundation of success. Grit is what keeps you moving forward when the path gets rough. There will be moments when you feel like giving up, when the progress seems invisible, and when the results don't match the effort. Those moments are tests, and grit is your answer to them. Grit is about showing up day after day, even when motivation fades. It's about pushing through discomfort and finding strength in persistence. It's easy to work hard when things are going well, but true grit shines in adversity. That's where character is built, and that's where success takes root. Persistence ties everything together. Hard work without persistence is a flash in the pan, a burst of energy without follow through. Grit without persistence can crumble under sustained pressure. Persistence is what keeps you coming back again and again, no matter how many times you fall. It's the belief that every step, no matter how small, is progress. It's understanding that the road to success is not a straight line, but a winding journey with ups, downs, and detours. The idea that the harder you work, the luckier you get, isn't just a motivational saying, it's a reflection of how the world operates. Opportunities often arise from preparation and effort. When you work hard, you sharpen your skills, expand your knowledge, and position yourself to recognize and seize the chances that come your way. To someone watching from the outside, it might look like luck, but you know the truth. That luck was your preparation meeting the opportunity. Success isn't a gift, it's a reward. It's the result of showing up, putting in the effort, and refusing to quit when things get tough. It's about earning your victories through determination and resilience. So, don't wait for success to find you. Work for it, fight for it. And when the moment comes, you'll realize it wasn't luck, it was you all along. Comfort is the enemy of growth. It's tempting, isn't it? To stay where things feel safe, predictable, and easy. But here's the truth, nothing great ever comes from comfort. When you're in a space where everything is easy, you're not growing, you're staying the same. Growth requires discomfort. It demands that you push past the limits of what you know and venture into the unknown. That's where transformation happens. If it feels easy, you're not stretching yourself. Growth doesn't occur in a space of ease, it occurs when you challenge yourself, when you dare to do something you've never done before. Think about a muscle in your body. It only grows stronger when it's put under stress, when it's pushed beyond its usual capacity. The process might be uncomfortable, even painful at times, but it's necessary for strength and development. The same principle applies to life. If you're coasting through, sticking to what's familiar and avoiding challenges, you're not just standing still, you're falling behind. Stepping out of your comfort zone isn't easy. It requires courage because it involves uncertainty and risk. There's no guarantee of success, and failure often feels like a real possibility, but that's the point. It's in taking risks and facing the unknown that you discover who you truly are. You realize what you're capable of. And more often than not, you'll find that you're stronger and more resilient than you thought. Every time you take that leap, no matter how small, you grow, you learn something new, and you inch closer to your potential. Your comfort zone might feel like a safe haven, but it's also a trap. It lulls you into complacency, whispering that you've done enough, that there's no need to push further, but greatness doesn't live there. It lives on the other side of discomfort. It lives in the moments when you're nervous, unsure, and maybe even scared, but you move forward anyway. Each step outside your comfort zone is a step into your greatness. It's important to remember that growth isn't about massive leaps, it's about small, consistent steps. You don't have to conquer the world overnight. Start by challenging yourself in small ways. Speak up in a meeting when you'd rather stay silent. Try something new that intimidates you. Put yourself in situations where you can learn, even if you might stumble. Each of these actions builds momentum, and over time, they transform you. The reality is, staying comfortable might feel good in the moment, but it comes at the cost of long-term fulfillment. Growth may be uncomfortable, but it's what allows you to become the best version of yourself. So don't settle for comfort. Step into discomfort, embrace the challenge, and watch as you discover strengths and possibilities you never imagined. Your greatness is waiting, it's just beyond the edges of your comfort zone. Opportunity knocks when you least expect it. It doesn't send a calendar invite or give you advance notice. It often arrives quietly, disguised as a challenge or a simple chance encounter. In those moments, the question isn't about the timing or the circumstances. The real question is, will you be prepared? Because preparation is what turns a fleeting opportunity into a life-changing moment. Many people miss opportunities not because they lack talent or ambition, but because they weren't ready when the moment arrived. They were waiting for the right time to start putting in the work, not realizing that the time to prepare is always now. You can't predict when the door will open, but you can make sure you're ready to walk through it when it does. Preparation is not about knowing the exact details of what's coming. It's about building the skills, mindset, and resilience to adapt and excel no matter what the opportunity looks like. Think about an athlete training for a big game. They don't wait until the day before the match to practice. They train every day, honing their skills, strengthening their body, and preparing mentally for every possible scenario. When the moment comes, their preparation allows them to rise to the occasion. Life works the same way. Whether your opportunity comes in the form of a job offer, a chance meeting, or a sudden challenge, your readiness determines how far you can take it. Preparation also shapes confidence. When you've put in the work, you approach opportunities with a sense of assurance. You're not second-guessing yourself or hesitating because you know you're capable. That confidence can make all the difference. It allows you to seize the moment fully without fear or hesitation and make the most of what's in front of you. But preparation isn't just about hard skills or knowledge, it's also about mindset. Opportunities often require you to step outside your comfort zone, to take risks, or to act quickly. If you've prepared yourself mentally to embrace challenges and remain adaptable, you'll be better equipped to handle the unexpected. Your mindset determines how you see an opportunity, whether you view it as a burden or a blessing, as a risk or a chance for growth. Life is full of chance encounters and unexpected turns. You might meet someone who could change your career trajectory, or find yourself in a situation that tests your abilities in new ways. In those moments, preparation is what transforms the random into the meaningful. It's what takes a fleeting moment and turns it into a stepping stone toward your goals. So the next time you're tempted to put off the work, to wait until things seem more certain, remember this opportunity won't wait for you to get ready. It will come when you least expect it, and how it changes your life will depend on how prepared you are to embrace it. Don't wait. Prepare now, and when the knock comes, you'll be ready to answer. True success is not measured by what you have, but by what you give. It's easy to equate success with material possessions, accolades, or personal achievements. But the real measure of a life well lived lies in the impact you have on others. The most profound successes come not from accumulating wealth or status, but from lifting others up, inspiring them to reach their potential, and creating a ripple effect of positivity and progress. When you help others rise, you rise too, because success rooted in service is success that lasts. Giving doesn't have to mean grand gestures or monumental sacrifices. It can be as simple as sharing your knowledge, offering encouragement, or extending a hand to someone in need. These small acts of generosity often have a greater impact than we realize. A kind word at the right moment can ignite confidence in someone who's struggling. A shared skill can open doors for someone who's been searching for an opportunity. When you give selflessly, you plant seeds of growth in others, and those seeds often bloom in ways you could never anticipate. The beauty of lifting others lies in its reciprocity. When you help someone rise, you don't lose anything. Instead, you gain perspective, purpose, and fulfillment. There's a unique joy in seeing someone succeed because of the support you provided. That joy is a reminder that success is not a zero-sum game. Helping others doesn't take away from your achievements, it adds depth and meaning to them. In fact, the most successful people are often those who make it a priority to mentor, guide, and uplift those around them. True success also creates a legacy. Material possessions fade and titles are forgotten, but the impact you have on others endures. The people you lift up will carry your influence forward, touching lives you may never see. By giving generously, you become part of something much larger than yourself. Your contributions multiply as they are passed on, creating a chain of kindness, progress, and growth. It's important to remember that lifting others doesn't diminish your value, it enhances it. In a world where competition often dominates, choosing collaboration and generosity sets you apart. It shows strength, empathy, and vision. When you rise together with others, the success you achieve feels more rewarding because it's shared. You're not just building your own life, you're building a community, a network, and a legacy that enriches everyone involved. So when you measure success, don't count possessions or accolades. Look at the lives you've touched, the people you've empowered, and the difference you've made. Lift others up, not because it's easy, but because it's meaningful. In helping others find their strength, you'll find yours. True success isn't about standing at the top alone, it's about bringing others with you, creating a shared triumph that is far more powerful and enduring than anything you could achieve on your own. Don't fear failure, fear standing still. Failure is often painted as something to avoid, something to be ashamed of, but that mindset is what holds us back. The true danger lies not in falling short, but in refusing to move at all. Failure, while uncomfortable, is an essential part of growth. It's a teacher, a guide, and often the very thing that pushes us towards success. Standing still, on the other hand, guarantees stagnation. When you're afraid to try because of the possibility of failure, you deny yourself the chance to learn, to grow, and to reach your potential. Every failure is a lesson wrapped in disguise. It may not feel like it in the moment, but failure carries wisdom. It reveals what didn't work, what needs improvement, and where you need to focus your efforts. Each stumble is an opportunity to adjust your approach and refine your strategy. Without failure, there's no feedback. Without feedback, there's no progress. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by avoiding failure. They got there by embracing it, learning from it, and using it as a stepping stone. Fail quickly, learn deeply, and move forward stronger. This approach isn't about rushing through mistakes carelessly. It's about accepting that failure is a natural part of the process and not letting it paralyze you. When you fail quickly, you give yourself the gift of time. Instead of spending years hesitating or perfecting something that might not work, you take action, gather results, and adapt. Each failure is a data point, a clue that brings you closer to the right path. Learning deeply from failure is where the transformation happens. It requires humility and reflection. Instead of blaming circumstances or others, you take responsibility and ask, what can I do differently next time? This mindset shifts failure from something negative to something empowering. Every lesson learned through failure makes you smarter, more resilient, and better equipped to handle challenges in the future. Moving forward stronger is the final crucial step. It's not enough to learn from failure, you have to apply those lessons and keep going. Dwelling on mistakes or letting them define you will only hold you back. Each failure should add to your arsenal of experience and prepare you for the next opportunity. Over time, you'll find that what once seemed like a failure was actually a pivotal moment that shaped your journey. The irony of failure is that it often leads to the most significant breakthroughs. Many of the world's greatest inventions, discoveries, and achievements were born from mistakes. The fear of failure is natural, but it should never outweigh the fear of standing still. When you stay still, you miss out on the possibilities that lie on the other side of failure. So take the leap, make the mistakes, and embrace the lessons. Every failure you face is not the end, it's the beginning of something better. Whatever your faith is, lean on it, build on it. Let it guide your decisions. Faith is a cornerstone of resilience, a foundation for clarity, and a source of strength when the road ahead seems uncertain. Without faith, whether it's faith in a higher power, in the goodness of humanity, or even in yourself, ambition becomes directionless. It's like setting out on a journey without a map, wandering aimlessly without a guiding principle to steer your course. Faith isn't about knowing all the answers, it's about trusting the process. It gives you something to hold on to when challenges arise, when plans fall apart, or when doubts creep in. It's a reminder that there's a bigger picture, a greater purpose beyond the immediate circumstances. Faith instills the belief that every setback is temporary, every obstacle surmountable, and every failure a stepping stone to something greater. It doesn't promise a smooth path, but it reassures you that the journey is worth taking. When you lean on your faith, it becomes a source of strength in moments of weakness. Life will test you. There will be times when your ambition feels like a distant dream, when fear and uncertainty threaten to derail your progress. In those moments, faith acts as a compass, reminding you of your values and the reasons you started in the first place. It grounds you, helping you focus on what truly matters rather than getting lost in distractions or setbacks. Building on your faith is an active process. It's not just about believing, it's about aligning your actions with that belief. If you trust that hard work pays off, then you work diligently. If you believe in kindness and compassion, you let those principles shape how you interact with others. Faith without action is hollow. It's the application of faith that gives it power. By actively cultivating your faith and using it as a foundation, you create a life of purpose, integrity, and fulfillment. Letting faith guide your decisions doesn't mean ignoring logic or reason. Instead, it means allowing your faith to inform your perspective, to add depth to your decision-making process. It's about staying true to your principles even when the easier path tempts you. Faith encourages you to think long-term, to consider the impact of your choices on your journey, and to remain aligned with your greater purpose. It reminds you that success isn't just about achieving goals, it's about staying true to your values along the way. Without faith, ambition can become aimless, chasing goals that lack meaning or fulfillment. Faith gives ambition a higher purpose. It connects your dreams to something greater than yourself, motivating you not just to succeed, but to make a difference. Whatever form your faith takes, nurture it. Lean on it when times get tough. Let it shape your character and guide your steps. With faith as your compass, your ambition will not only lead you to success, but also to a life of deeper significance and lasting impact. Not everything you plant today will bloom tomorrow. Success takes time, and this simple truth is one that many of us often forget in our fast-paced world. We live in an age of instant gratification, where we expect results to come quickly, and when they don't, we become discouraged. But the reality is that success, like a garden, requires patience, care, and consistency. Every action you take, every effort you make toward your goals is a seed being planted. And just like a seed in the ground, some will take time to sprout and some may need more nurturing than others. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's not a quick fix or a shortcut. It's the result of continuous effort, resilience, and learning over time. The seeds you plant today, the skills you develop, the relationships you build, the hard work you put in might not bear fruit immediately. But if you keep planting, if you stay committed and patient, the fruits of your labor will come, often when you least expect it. It's easy to get frustrated when we don't see immediate results. The process feels slow and progress seems invisible. But that's when the real test begins. Success isn't about waiting for a miracle to happen. It's about showing up every day, putting in the work, and trusting that what you've planted will eventually grow. You can't rush the process of growth. A flower doesn't bloom just because you wish for it to. It requires the right conditions, time, and consistent care. So too does success. Patience doesn't mean inactivity. It means understanding that there are stages of growth that take time to unfold. It's the willingness to keep planting, even when the results aren't immediately visible. It's the discipline to continue moving forward, knowing that every step is part of the bigger picture. As you work toward your goals, remember that setbacks, failures, and delays are all part of the process. They're not signs that you should stop. They're part of the natural rhythm of growth. Every failure teaches you something. Every challenge strengthens you, and every delay helps you refine your approach. And while you wait for your seeds to sprout, don't forget that there's always more to plant. Every day offers new opportunities to improve, to learn, and to grow. Don't let the absence of immediate results stop you from continuing to put in the effort. Each small action is another seed being planted in the soil of your future success. Some of those seeds will take longer to grow, but each one is important. The key to long-term success is persistence. You can't afford to give up just because things aren't happening fast enough. Keep planting. Keep nurturing your dreams. Keep working hard and trusting the process. With time, your efforts will come to fruition. You will see the blooms of your labor, and they will be all the more rewarding because you knew they were earned, not given. Success takes time, but if you are patient and consistent, it will always come. Focus on being great, not being praised. In a world that often prioritizes external recognition, it's easy to get caught up in the desire for accolades, awards, and praise. We crave validation from others, and it can feel like a measure of our worth or success. But the true path to achievement and fulfillment lies in the pursuit of excellence, not in chasing recognition. When you focus on being great, on doing your best and constantly improving, the praise will come, but it will be a byproduct of your hard work and commitment, not the primary goal. Excellence is a mindset. It's about setting high standards for yourself, pushing your limits, and refusing to settle for mediocrity. It's about doing your best even when no one is watching and striving for constant improvement. The drive to be great isn't about comparing yourself to others or seeking validation from the outside world. It's about an inner commitment to continuous growth, to being the best version of yourself, and to making a meaningful impact through your work and your actions. When you chase excellence, you focus on the process, not the outcome. The process is where growth happens, the late nights, the mistakes, the learning, and the overcoming of obstacles. The pursuit of excellence is an ongoing journey, one that requires dedication, resilience, and a willingness to fail and learn. When you commit to this journey, you do the work not for the applause, but because you believe in the value of doing your best, in mastering your craft, and in continually pushing yourself toward greatness. Praise, while gratifying, is fleeting. It doesn't define your worth or your success. It's the result of the hard work and dedication you put into becoming great, but it should never be the driving force. If you focus solely on the recognition, you risk losing sight of the purpose behind your work. You may start making decisions based on what others will think or say, instead of making decisions that align with your values and your goals. The moment you start chasing praise, you lose the authenticity and the passion that makes your work meaningful. Excellence, however, is a lasting pursuit. It's about building something solid, something of value. When you put in the effort to be great, the recognition becomes a natural outcome, not the primary goal. People notice dedication, quality, and integrity, even if it doesn't come with immediate applause. Over time, your excellence will speak for itself. People will recognize you not because you sought out praise, but because your work stands on its own merit. So don't focus on the awards, the praise, or the recognition. Focus on being great. Focus on mastering your craft, on delivering your best work, on constantly improving, and on making a meaningful difference. The praise will come as a result of your commitment to excellence, but it will never be the reason you do what you do. When you focus on being the best version of yourself, the recognition is simply a reflection of your dedication. And that's the kind of recognition that truly matters. No matter where you are, it's not the end. Life has a way of throwing challenges our way, setbacks, failures, mistakes, and moments of doubt. In the face of adversity, it's easy to feel like the road ahead is blocked, that your past defines your future, and that there's no way forward. But the truth is, every moment is a new opportunity, and you have the power to write your own story. You are the author of your life, and no matter where you are right now, it's not the end. The pen is in your hands, and it's up to you to write the next chapter. The past is just that, the past. It's a collection of memories, experiences, and choices that have shaped who you are, but it doesn't have to determine who you will become. Too many people get trapped by their past, by the mistakes they've made, or the things they didn't achieve. They let their history dictate their future, and in doing so, they limit their potential. But the truth is, your past does not define you unless you allow it to. The beauty of life is that every day is a chance to start anew. You don't have to be defined by the mistakes of yesterday or the struggles of last year. Every morning is an opportunity to turn the page and write a new sentence, a new paragraph, a new chapter. You have the power to change direction, to learn from your past, and to create a future that reflects the person you want to become. The key is in recognizing that the pen is in your hands, and it's your choice how you move forward. It's natural to look back and feel regret or disappointment. We all have moments we wish we could change or paths we wish we'd taken, but regret can be a powerful teacher if you let it be. It's not about staying stuck in what you didn't do. It's about using what you've learned to propel yourself forward. Every mistake, every failure, every setback carries a lesson that can guide you toward greater wisdom and strength. Don't dwell on what you can't change. Focus on what you can control: your decisions, your actions, and the mindset you carry into the future. When you let go of the belief that your past is the final word on your future, you unlock the freedom to dream bigger, to take risks, and to create the life you truly want. You are not a prisoner of your past. You are the author of your story. The next chapter can be full of growth, success, and transformation. It can be full of new beginnings, new relationships, and new opportunities. The only thing standing in your way is your willingness to keep moving forward. So no matter where you are right now, understand that it's not the end. Your journey is far from over. Take the pen in your hand, and with each new decision, each new action, write a chapter that is filled with possibility, hope, and determination. Don't let your past hold you back. The future is yours to create, and it starts with the choice to keep going, to keep writing, and to keep believing that you can build the life you desire. In conclusion, life is a journey, and along the way you will face challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But no matter where you are, it's never the end. You have the power to shape your future and write your own story. Success is not a result of chasing praise, but of focusing on excellence, staying persistent, and learning from every failure. Your past may have shaped you, but it does not define you. You hold the pen, and each new day is an opportunity to turn the page and create a new chapter. Keep planting the seeds of hard work and dedication, knowing that success takes time and patience. Lean on your faith, let it guide you, and always strive for greatness. The journey may not always be easy, but with determination and the courage to keep moving forward, you will rise above, make an impact, and leave a legacy that reflects your commitment to growth, service, and continuous improvement. The best is yet to come, so don't stop writing. So I leave you with this: what rules are you living by? And if they're not serving you, are you brave enough to change them? Because your best life isn't waiting for luck or chance, it's waiting for you to take charge. Thank you.